yesterday, not yesterday, Saturday, my time is running together. It was either Saturday or Friday because, I've been so busy over the weekend. Did you get the heavy downpour?
On Saturday. Not on my end.
I got the heavy downpour. And now I'm back on my Stephanie, you got to take care of yourself physically or whatever. And so I've taken to doing my walking with my neighbors. And I wasn't going to do it because it was raining. And then you know what I said, Vashawn? I'm going to do it anyway. And so Cindy should have been there because then she would see what happens to my hair when it gets wet.
Same with mine.
Yeah. So it was a beautiful, beautiful feeling.
You're kind of old.
Good morning.
Good morning, Jason.
But yeah, Vashawn, I almost got heat stroke handing out backpacks over the weekend. Oh, I was hydrated, but it's the humidity that gets you. So, we're ladies, so we glisten, we don't sweat. I was sweating profusely. And then you know what I knew I was in trouble? I stopped sweating. And so I'm drinking water, trying to get ice. And I don't drink Mountain Dew. But somebody brought me an icy Mountain Dew because everything else was out, right? Didn't help any. So,
Well, I'm glad you did not have.
oh, I came close. Oh, it's hard. All right, Deputy Laura, we're going to give everyone till 9:45 because I see the line, when I was coming in, the line downstairs is around the corner. All right. When I call your name, please stand and let me know you're here. Otherwise, I'm going to assume you're not here and a warrant may be issued for your arrest. Janisha Walker. All right, Miss Walker, can you do me a favor, please? If you just take a seat in the box, we're going to try to figure out what's happening with your case, okay? So don't worry about anything. We're going to make sure it's taken care of today. Okay. Oh, over here. It just shows you have a warrant, but there may be a mistake in the system, but we'll make sure it's taken care of before you leave. And we'll make sure your attorney gets here. Patrick Cuellar. Joe Ramos.
Here you are.
Roxanne Crystal Gonzalez. Roxanne Gonzalez. Joseph Juarez. Okay, see, that's a J. And sometimes people say you're not supposed to pronounce the J. I just did. Did I pronounce that correctly?
Yes, you did.
Are you supposed to pronounce that J?
It's J in the front.
You said Juarez.
Yeah,
That's right.
but well, why is it Joel? And a J is like an H.
It's Juarez.
Juarez.
It's like a W.
Are you saying for Joseph?
Like when they say it's not Joel, it's Joel.
Yeah.
So why isn't Juarez with an H? I'm trying to learn Spanish, everybody, so bear with me.
Juarez with an H.
Is it because it's J-U and not, oh,
It's Spanish and English.
okay. All right, I know I'm trying to learn. Ask question. I tell my students all the time, the only dumb question is the unasked question. All right, Michael Valerio. Apolinar Rodriguez, Roman Flores, Logan Denny, custody, Leroy Smith.
Here.
Thank you. That's 130. Procoro Rodriguez Luna. Thank you. Jerson Rios, custody. Michael Cooper. Thank you. I bet your family liked basketball. Am I right? That's who you're named after?
Yeah.
Okay. Felicitas
Here.
Cooper. Thank you. Leonard Arredondo. Leonard Arredondo. Fatima Malara, custody. Eric Ray Cepeda. Christina Lozano. Christina Lozano. Bovu, custody. Kaylee Vader. Roman Flores, custody. Tobaris Warren. Tobaris Tremaine Warren Jr. Noel Elliott, custody. Is this the first name or the last name?
It's mixed, it's.
Okay. Gumaro Mejia Ortega, custody. Miguel Velez. Thank you. Anthony James Cochran. Good morning. John Hughes. John R. Hughes. David Guerra. Michael Valero. This so jail fugitive. Is he in jail or no?
Custody.
All right, thank you. David Signs, custody. Thank you. Ryan Rios. Thank you. Anthony Villarreal. All right, is there anyone present and your name was not called? All right, attorneys, do I need to repeat the rules? You all know the rules, right? I'm not getting an answer. All right, you're not ready to approach unless you confer with the state and confer with your client. Once you've done those things, just ask your file from the coordinator or the clerk, and I'll call you in the order of appearance. Everyone, please confer. But LaShawn, you know another movie that should have gotten an Oscar and it didn't? On Borrowed Time. That is a classic. Everybody needs to watch that. Deputy Laura, watch On Borrowed Time.
Norma. Maybe find to what you said. That was the commissioner we talked about. Okay. Okay, turn me on. He's on page 7. It was Roger and Marcolombo. Page 7. Page 7? Page 7, the contest.
I'm sorry. I'm a attorney. I was just very cut the last one. I want to find out. It's some sort of that we Hello. Thank you.
Do you have a case in the training? I'm sorry, do you have a case? I'm a victim of a case that's being heard today. That's when we can use the puzzle. We mark down signs on the facility and put it on the courts too. Definitely. If you have to, it's fine, it's fine.
Finance, we said 14,130.
Yeah, it wasn't possible. You mark one. Yeah, I think it's on the county, but it was not supposed to be. And it's from county being used for local, and all else in. We're gonna have to ask that it be rescheduled.
Which case is this?
Signs.
All right, can I see the file on signs, please?
Thank you. Rich, let me see if I can.
Okay. Oh, sure. You're welcome.
Mind if I run to the restroom?
No, go ahead.
This is because we'll take interest. At this point, there. You said that. Question is.
Thank you. All right, and is someone here on Joseph Matthew Juarez? All right, Mr. Juarez, if you come forward. Hello.
Hello.
All right, so where are we on this case?
Judge, I was scheduled to meet with the DA on Friday this past week to get a formalized offer. The DA rescheduled on me, so I had the offer that we previously had is not, something that I guess is formalized, so to speak. I apologize for, the delay on it. I am scheduled for him for this Friday. Hopefully it actually happens this time. Furthermore, I did tell defenses, and I wanted to let the court be aware, the statute itself has the Senate, there are two separate Senate bills that actually went into effect when they were trying to formalize the 4326 statute. There is, when there's some conflict between the two Senate bills, when I've looked at the state's indictment, I believe that there might be some issues on it. I'm looking at that. I potentially may re-indict based upon that. I certainly want to make sure that we're playing with the correct law on this case. I spoke with, so my time on Friday wasn't completely wasted because I spent about an hour with the PAs going over that. We're making sure that we're correct on that. But that is essentially what is happening here. But I did want to apologize to the court that the meeting did get moved.
Well, no, there's no need for you to apologize unless you're the person who moved the meeting.
Well, we had actually, I think been said, was it maybe Wednesday of last week, and then I moved it. We had, the court allowed us to move it to today based on that meeting on Friday. And then, of course, I know it's out of my control, but I realize it inconveniences others. So I apologize for that.
No. Here's the thing. I always tell people apologies that people should give are for their own actions. Now, if you rescheduled the Friday meeting, then I await your apology. But if you did not, then there's no need for you to apologize because you're not the person who rescheduled the meeting. Norma, recall this for August 11th. There will be no more resets for the scheduling of meetings. So let the powers that be know.
Understandable. That's more than fair. I appreciate it, Judge.
All right.
And there may be some requests for appointment of experts on this case, and I've been holding off on that until I see how far apart we are, or maybe we're not that far apart.
Mhm.
Would you rather I address that before then, or just hold off until?
I'll address that before then because your plea deadline date is August 11th.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you so much for addressing appropriate for court. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused. Thank you.
Judge.
Okay. You saw this.
All right, who's here on Eric Ray Cepeda?
That's me, Your Honor.
And where's your client?
Right here.
Come forward. Hello.
Love that.
All right, today is supposed to be final discovery. Is all the discovery been tendered?
Judge, lots of it has, and I've reviewed lots, like 1,000 items, so I'm pretty sure, according to Mr. Garahan, that's all of it.
Mhm.
What I would ask though is for additional time, because there are multiple co-defendants, and what I've seen in the past on these cases is there is stuff that one co-defendant has that another might not. So what I've talked to Mr. Garahan about, what I would like to do is tender him like a 2 or 3 terabyte disk drive and just get everybody's discovery. He's agreed to do that. So we would ask for additional time to get that done.
All right, Ms. Ferguson. On this case, I need a 45-day reset, please. And state at that time an offer will be due.
Yes, Your Honor.
Number 18.
All right, September 18th. At that time, the state will tender you an offer. After that date, your next date is going to be a plea deadline date. Do you understand? All right, just one moment with that date. That date sounds like there's a problem with it.
Oh,
Just one second. All right, that's good.
good. Okay, we'll
Yeah.
be back.
All right, once you sign the reset form, you excuse. And you
Thank you.
said September, what, Norm? I'm sorry. All right, September 18th.
Thank you. Great to see you.
Thank you. You too.
Yes, you too.
Monday,
Deputy Mejia, the therapy dogs will be here this afternoon. Can I see the file on Christina Lozano, please? Thank you. All right, state. Christina Arredondo, you all agreed to recall that for August 11th. That's what I have in my system, so I don't know why it's on the docket today. But it's on page 3.
August 11th.
Yes, and I think that's why she's not here.
Did we say Leonardo Arredondo or Christina Lozano?
I'm sorry, Christina Lozano.
We have that as pick. Coded 199F.
Yes, but I have on here that parties agreed to recall it for August 11th.
And I believe that was the victim who showed up.
Ah,
Was
okay.
on Christina Lozano. So I can go tell her it has been reset to the 11th. That was agreed.
Yes, that's what I have in my notes, and I think that's why the defendant is not present.
No,
That's what I have.
Prosecutor.
Yeah,
Yes. Let me see if I can advise her. August 11th,
yes,
9 a.m.
yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Norma, this is supposed to be August 11th.
Hey. Mr. Forrest is getting golden points. You can put that file with just. Thank you so much.
Tabaris, Tremaine, Warren. John Hughes,
Yes.
oh, Deputy Laura. When those people come in, if they come in, they'll need to be taken into custody. Roxanne Gonzalez, her attorney believes she's to be by Zoom. So we're waiting her. All right. And then the other person is Leonardo Solis Arredondo. So from page 1, Roxanne Gonzalez, she's to be by Zoom. On page 3, it's Leonard Solis Arredondo. On page 4, it's Tobaris Tremaine Warren. On page 5, it's John Hughes. Roman Allen Flores. Hi, who's the attorney?
Morning, Judge.
Good morning. Come down, Mr. Flores. All right, Mr. Flores, today is your plea deadline date. Have you reached an agreement or are you requesting a jury trial?
I was in the SCR. Is there any way I could get another counsel to represent me?
All right, so let me explain some things to you.
Yes, ma'am.
I've been a defense attorney. I've been a prosecutor.
Yes, ma'am.
This is what I've discovered in my short time on the planet, but I'm in the twilight of my life because there's more time behind me than in front of me,
Yes, ma'am.
unless I'm planning to live to be 120. I don't know if I want to do that or not.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is what I discovered as a defense attorney. I would have clients, and let me just tell you, just, like the series, the Guns of Will Sonnet, no brag, just facts. When I would have a client, a lot of attorneys, as a part of our giving back to the community, we represent clients on the appointment wheel. What I can tell you is attorneys who are representing clients on the appointment wheel, they're not paid enough money for what they do. I wasn't paid enough money for what I do. But all of my clients, whether they were retained or appointed, they got the Cadillac service, right?
Yes, ma'am.
I would have some clients that would get upset with me because they wanted their case dismissed. They would think that I would just be walking around with dismissals in my pocket and maybe I wasn't pulling it out and signing it for them.
That's understandable.
And I would tell them, look, I can tell the state, hey, your case is bad. This is the problems with your case. Maybe you should dismiss it. At the end of the day, if the state doesn't want to dismiss it and they want to roll the dice and go to jury trial, they can do it. Sometimes I would have clients, they would say, you know what? I want the state to offer me probation.
Yes.
The state would say, hey, I'm not giving this person probation. So the way the legal system works, this is how it works. Your attorney will review all of the evidence that's been given to them.
Yes.
when I was attorney, I would tell my client, hey, these are the good points about your case. These are the bad points about your case. If this witness is here, and if they testify to what's in the police report, state will have proved their case. Normally, right? And so then I would have clients who'd say, hey, go to the state, let's see what they'll offer me. And I would go to the state, I would do negotiations, they would present an offer to me, and legally and ethically, I had to give that offer to my client. So I would come back and tell my client, hey, this is what the state is offered. Sometimes my client would say like, ooh, great, I'll take that. Sometimes my clients would say, hey, I'm not accepting that offer, but I'll accept this offer, which is a counter offer. Then, as an attorney, I was legally and ethically bound to go to the state and say, hey, my client will not accept this offer, but this is what they will accept. Then the state, you know what they can say? All right, we'll give your client that. Or either sometimes the state would say, no, this is our offer and this is the only offer we're tendering.
So,
And then it would be the client's choice whether they accept it or not accept it. There would be some cases they would have my client on video in HGD. Their mom would have already given a statement and told somebody, that's my son on the video. And you know what I would end up telling my client? Hey, look, I am going to fight as hard as I can for you at trial. I'm going to force the case to prove their case. But maybe the only way you're going to be found not guilty, if God sends his angels down and tap 12 jurors on their shoulder and say, find this person not guilty, I have other plans for them. But I would always tell my clients, you need to look at your case objectively and look at it and then make a decision on whether you want to go to trial or not go to trial. What I can tell you is this attorney has tried cases before. What you're charged with, he's definitely tried these type of cases before. And so if you want another attorney, you are going to have to retain your own attorney. I'm sure the offer that he has tendered you is what the state is offering.
it's not that, it's one of the first offer they gave you.
No. Here's the thing.
Okay.
Your plea negotiations with the state
Well,
are
remember,
confidential.
okay,
So you're not supposed to tell me what the offer was or what they're doing.
excuse me. It's because I remember I had another attorney, but then I had two attorneys, which was, I don't know who to remember, and then, so he had the offer for me already.
Yeah.
And then, so then I had to get assigned to him because he. took
Sometimes, let me just
all
tell
that
you,
business.
you know why?
The same offer that they offered me, he can't even go ask them.
You know
for that,
why?
You know what I mean? Like,
This
no
is what-
effort is what I'm saying.
No. This is what I want you to understand. Sometimes people will be appointed attorney, and that attorney, the level that they have on the wheel is like maybe a state jail. And that's what they've been approved to try. Some attorneys, they have not been approved to try third-degree felonies or first-degree felonies.
So,
So sometimes people will come to court and like yourself, they'll maybe have a second-degree felony or a third-degree felony or a state jail felony. And the state will make an offer based upon the state jail felony or the third-degree felony. Then out of the blue,
other ones.
another case will come down, and then that case will be a first-degree felony. And then the state will say, hey, he has another case that's a first-degree felony. We're not offering the same thing. You know, it's similar to if somebody is charged with unauthorized use of a vehicle, that's a state jail felony. You get appointed an attorney, and the attorney that is appointed to you is an attorney who's had the necessary trials to be approved to be appointed to a state jail felony. So everything's going fine. The state has made their offer. Then bam, a case gets indicted and it's a first-degree felony. Let's say it's an aggravated robbery, and that attorney will come to the court and say, Judge, I'm not approved to try cases that are first-degree felonies. So then you get another attorney, and when you get that other attorney, if the state were making an offer based on the fact that you only had a state jail felony, and now you have a first-degree felony, normally they're going to change that offer, and that offer change is normally not going to be in your favor. So it's going to be different. So the fact that you have this attorney here and the offer is not now different, it's probably about the new case and not the fact that he has done something differently.
It was all the cases.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
I mean, that's, but I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. So I will tell you, this is your attorney. Today is your plea deadline date. You need to let me know whether or not you've reached an agreement with the state. If you have not reached an agreement with the state, that is fine with the court. This is just a time where I give people your last time to perhaps come to an agreement. And then after that, you're either going to a jury trial or a bench trial. If you come to me for a bench trial, if the state proves its case beyond a reasonable doubt, I'm going to find you guilty. If they don't prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt, I'm going to find you not guilty. And for me as a judge, whether you're charged with murder or state jail felony or criminal mischief, if it's a murder case and the state doesn't prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt, I'm finding you not guilty. If they prove it beyond a reasonable doubt, I'm finding you guilty because I'm just here to follow the law. You understand? So today you need to make a decision on whether or not you have reached an agreement with the state.
So I can't have another counsel.
No. Did you not hear what I said? No.
No, I heard you.
Yeah, no, you cannot. This is your attorney.
Okay.
All right. So I'll let y'all sit and discuss it. And when you're
Thank
ready
you.
to approach, I'll take the matter up.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Who is here on Felicitas Cooper
Be Meredith and actor.
and Michael Cooper, who informed me that he's actually named after the basketball player?
You need to come up to.
Yes. So he is yes. So he's in Texas territory as a person being named after Laker.
Well, you know, we have certain dear friends that are also part of our, one of our colleagues and Lakers fans too.
Oh, no, we would watch all of the games. You know, when I was growing up, New Orleans Jazz had already moved to Utah. And people always wondered, why is it called the Utah Jazz? I'm like, because they're supposed to be in New Orleans. And then we end up having the Pelicans. So,
Or the Lakers from Michigan, right?
yeah. Oh,
The Titans originally were still the Oilers when they were in Tennessee.
All right, so defense, the court had concerns about conflict of interest, but you all said that you would file file a motion stating that the conflict is waived if there is one. Okay, so could you pull the waivers for me, please?
Yeah.
Right, thank you. All right, so we are here today and debate. Have you been able to contact the complainant?
She reached out to us in response to the last hearing, so she's there, yes. And we need,
Brandon was watching it.
she's there, so we're in the middle of trial, obviously we can't do two trials at once.
Well, no, have you tendered an offer?
An offer has been tendered a while back, but yes.
All right, and you all are rejecting the offer? You want a jury trial? How long do you expect this trial to last?
I would take no more than 3 days if we have to.
Sorry, what?
Probably no more than 3 days if the trial has to take place.
All right, Norma, I need a reset jury trial, 2 days. And it's family violence. All right, September 22nd will be your jury trial date. And I'll need an acknowledgement of discovery, please.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much for dressing appropriately for court.
You're welcome.
And once you sign the reset form, you're excused. And once you all have the acknowledgement of discovery, you all will be excused.
Judge, on that date, I'm already set on prosecutor pro tem on a murder in the 290. That's what I was checking.
Okay, let's see if it goes.
It's really old. Okay, it's just the one case that I'm still prosecutor
Okay.
on, and it's in the 290, just so you know. So if
Okay.
that one gets called up, there's
Oh.
nobody to step in, so.
I understand. But we do have him, but I understand. All right, so just have a seat. They're gonna give you a reset form. Thank you, thank you.
And after we turn those in, then we'd be excused.
Yes.
I still have another case.
Yeah. But asking to change.
And I need the, conflicts on that. I'm still putting them. All right, thank you. Are you going over your desk? Yeah. No, I'm not calling you. Carry on. Thanks. And I don't want to forget you still on it. I pulled it up. All right, who's here on Arturo Martinez?
Hey, Judge.
Hello,
Good morning.
good morning.
We granted this guy a travel motion about 3 months ago to go to Walt Disney World.
Mhm.
And then Mickey got sick or something. They didn't go. I think his wife got sick and so they couldn't go. And so he's wanting to go again. You've already,
Can you imagine you're going to Disney and then you get sick and you can't go?
exactly.
Okay.
It's a world where dreams don't come true, I guess.
Mhm. He's not, oh yeah, he is on
Probation.
probation.
It's a misdemeanor.
Okay. All right. All right, if you can make a copy of this and if you will let probation know,
Thank you.
because he'll need to UA upon return. Thank you. All right, who's here on Anthony Villarreal? And everyone, there's a CSO Leesman.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning. Let's see what's happening with this.
This was a restitution hearing. He pled to a lesser included charge a
Yes,
couple weeks ago and reset it for a restitution hearing.
yes. So do we have a restitution amount?
No, we don't, Your Honor. And at this point, the state would just, we just haven't been able to get hold of the victim. So at this point, we're asking for restitution, however, we don't have an amount. And
All right, we'll go on the record. Court is calling 2024 CR 4216, State versus Anthony Villarreal. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state,
Jason Garahan, Your Honor.
for the defense?
Charles Gold for Mr. Villarreal.
And are you Mr. Villarreal?
Yes.
Any objection to the defendant appearing by Zoom, state?
No, Your Honor.
No, ma'am.
Defense. Mr. Villarreal, do you have any objection to appearing by Zoom?
No.
No.
All right, the defendant entered a plea on July 15th, 2025. There's a restitution hearing that was set for today. State, any update on the restitution?
Not at this time, Your Honor.
All right, defense?
No, Your Honor.
No, I mean,
Oh,
any response?
well, Your
Any
Honor,
requests?
we would ask that today was set for the restitution hearing, so,
So what are you requesting?
huh? No restitution.
All right, then the court will find that there is to be no restitution. Probation, that is in cause number 2024 CR 4216. All right, thank you. Thank you for dressing appropriately for court, Mr. Villarreal. You're excused.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Welcome. Yeah.
Have a few, Judge.
Yes,
My client excuse.
yes.
I just wanted to.
Oh, thank you. Okay. No, some of those are.
All right, David signs. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Where's your client? Have him come down, please. So I know there was some miscommunication on whether or not this is set for a contested or not. Are you all proceeding with the contested today, or is someone asking for more time?
We are prepared and we do have our CLO and I do believe defense and the state are ready to proceed today.
We're ready, right?
All right. Court is calling 2020 CR 11967, State versus David Galvan signs. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Duffy Pitlock for the state of Texas, Your Honor.
John Wilson for the defendant, Mr. Sines.
And are you Mr. Signs?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Signs, did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yeah.
It's the document that tells you what you're being accused of not completing. All right, did you review that with your attorney?
Yes.
You gotta have to speak up.
Yes.
Did you understand it?
Yes.
Are you the same David Galvan Signs, who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2020 CR 11967 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1 gram to 4 grams on January 19, 2021 for a period of 2 years? Is that you? All right, states, you may proceed.
Violation of condition number 2, on or about the 15th day of July, 2022 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, David Galvan Signs, did then and there consume alcoholic beverages in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead, true or not true?
Not true.
Violation of condition number 2, on or about the 22nd day of July, 2022 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, David Galvan Signs, did then and there illegally use a controlled substance, namely methamphetamines, in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that, true or not true?
Not true.
All right. State, do you have any witnesses?
We do, Your Honor. The state would like to call CSO Brian Leesman, last name spelled Leesman.
All right. Any objection to the witness appearing by Zoom, counsel?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Officer Leesman, if you can unmute for me, please. Could you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
You can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
My name is Brian Leesman.
All right, state, you may proceed.
Howdy, Mr. Leesman. Who is your current employer?
It is Bear County Adult Probation.
And how long have you been with adult probation in Bear County?
18 years.
And is it regular practice for you to read conditions of probation or deferred in court?
Yes.
Did you read conditions in this case to the defendant David Galvan Signs?
I believe that was done by intake, but I usually, when they come in, the first time, I usually go over all the conditions with them again. So I know this case happened 2021. Let me see. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty confident I went over all the conditions, but the intake should have gone over it with him when he did orientation.
So by the time defendant would have gotten to you, that would have been his second time hearing the conditions.
Yes, sir.
Speculation, Your Honor.
All right, that'll be overruled. You can answer the question.
Yes.
Do you have a date that those would have been read to the defendant, explained to him by you?
Let me go back in my chronos. It looks like let me see. Since this was such an old case, I kind of had to go back and look at everything. I know he had a motion to revoke issued early in the probation because I think it was for failure to report. So we didn't report for March and April of 2021, which is why I think there was a motion to revoke issued at that point. I can tell you when he did intake.
Would that be the day that he was granted probation?
Let's see, I believe they were doing it over Zoom during that time because of COVID. So it looks like, yeah, January 21st of 2021.
That was the date that you went over the conditions with probationer, correct?
That's when it looks like he did his initial intake with Jonathan Trejo, one of the intake officers, and it's chronoed in here that he went over conditions with him at that point.
Is there a note in the chronos of you going over those conditions again subsequent to that intake date?
Let's see. Actually, yes. Actually, I saw him I guess he came in on the 26th of January, 2021. Let me see. Actually, I believe he reported by phone. That was during the COVID-19. So they weren't coming in. I did chrono that I said this CSO reminded the defendant of his conditions. We'll conduct a Zoom interview with the defendant next week. So yes, I did chrono that on January 26th of 2021.
Do you know if defendant was given a copy of his conditions after they were read and after he signed them?
Yeah, they get an email copy from Adobe, I believe, after they sign them.
Do you have a copy of the conditions in front of you?
I do.
The state would also ask the court to take judicial notice of the conditions, Your Honor. We're asking the court to take judicial notice that there is this contract, probation, or was on it, and it was the vehicle that got us to the hearing today.
All right, any objections?
Judge, I haven't seen the document he's asking you to take judicial notice of.
Let me give it to you, counsel. It's in the court's files. Or at least it should be. Thank you. It's the conditions of probation that are in the court's file. Any objection?
Objection.
All right, the court will take judicial notice of the defendant's conditions of probation.
Mr. Leisman, what signature or whose signature do you see on that document, probation officer wise?
I see Jonathan Trejo.
And what date do we have?
I see January 21st, 2021.
Do we see defendant's signature on that document?
Yes.
What does the signature made by probation officer Trejo mean?
It means, I mean, I can't vouch for him. Usually I would assume it would mean that you read and explained the conditions to them.
If you had been the officer reading those and then you signed it, is that what your signature would have meant?
Irrelevance, Your Honor.
Overrule.
You may answer the question, sir.
Yes.
Do you recognize the defendant here in court today?
Yes.
May you please describe the defendant by an article of clothing?
Wearing an orange jumpsuit.
Let the record reflect, probation officer has accurately identified the defendant. Now, today we have alleged 2 violations. The first violation, on or about the 15th day of July, 2022 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, David Galvan, signs, did then and there consume alcoholic beverages in violation of condition number 2. In your chronos, what do we know about that violation? Do you remember that violation?
Let me go back real quick. Yes, I mean, it was a violation of condition number 2.
And so please describe how we would come to getting this violation.
The defendant would have submitted to a drug test, urinalysis, and come back positive.
Is this at a facility?
Yes, it's either in our office or it could have been at the RMS downtown, recovering monitoring solutions.
And is this an appointment or would it have been random the day of?
This one I would have to see, but I know he was supposed to be taking weekly drug tests as ordered by the judge. So in this case, I believe he was just doing weeklies. And I'm pretty sure I ordered him probably maybe every Wednesday or Friday or something like that.
And on July 15th, 2022, what did defendant test positive for?
He tested positive for alcohol.
Is that a violation of his conditions?
Yes.
And how do we know that there was alcohol in that test?
It's what we get from the results for recovery monitoring solutions.
And is any detectable amount of alcohol a violation?
I believe so. Yes.
The second violation the state has alleged is another violation of condition number 2, on or about the 22nd day of July, 2022. In Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, David Galvan Signs, did then and there illegally use a controlled substance, namely methamphetamines, in violation of condition number 2. Do you remember this violation?
Yes.
How many days after the first violation did we get this second violation?
Approximately seven days.
And do you know if it was done at the same testing facility?
I would assume it was definitely done through recovery monitoring solutions, so through the same provider, yes.
And what was it that defendant tested positive for on the 22nd day of July, 2022?
Methamphetamines?
Is that in violation of the conditions of his probation?
Yes.
And do you know if it was a blood or a urine test?
It was a urine test.
And how do we know that there was methamphetamines?
We received results from recovering monitoring solutions that confirmed positive for methamphetamine.
Your Honor, the state passes the witness.
All right, defense, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Leesman, just so I understand completely your testimony here. These records that you're reading about these violations, who input that into the chronology?
I have to see. I'm guessing it was me, but I know now. Okay, who filed the MTR? That was me.
Now, you've had a difficult time identifying the provider, whether it was in office or at the recovery contractor.
Yeah, recovery monitoring solutions is in our office. Like they conduct drug testing in our office. So basically there's different locations. There's a location downtown, and then they basically come to different offices around, our regionalized offices. So during certain days of the week. So every drug test has been through recovering monitoring solutions.
So within Mr. Sign's file, is there some type of a result from that test that is attached? Is it a slip? Is it a document of some type?
Go back. I don't have anything scanned in here. I would have to go. There's nothing scanned into my system as far as the actual results. But if I go to the Recovery Monitoring Solution website, I might be able to find it. I think they reset their website though.
So you're basing the totality of your testimony today just based upon the chronology that's in the system in front of you. Is that accurate?
Yes, sir.
And you've said more than one response this morning, either I believe or I'm pretty sure. There's no amount of certainty to any of the answers you've been given, is there?
Like I said, this happened so long ago as far as the I'd have to go through everything to see exactly what happened. I'm kind of trying to understand why this is being contested because I mean we're recommending terminate unsat, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean I guess you could say I'm still a little confused with everything,
All right,
but
so let me help with the communication. So probation can make whatever recommendation they want to make. Defense and state can make whatever recommendation they want to make, but this is a contract with the court. And so probation, you may recommend terminate unset, but the court may not do that.
Okay.
So parties have decided to proceed with a contested hearing. So it's the defendant's right to have a contested hearing if he so chooses. So that's why we're here.
I got you. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Your Honor, I'll pass the witness.
State.
Your Honor, no further questions.
All right, is the witness excused?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you for appearing, Officer Leisman. All right, any other
Thank you.
witnesses state?
No further witnesses from the state.
Defense?
Your Honor, I'd call Mr. Sines.
All right, if you could raise your right hand for me, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
David Galvan signs.
All right, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Sines, you were placed on probation for possession of a controlled substance back in 21, just like you described.
Yes.
And you participated in probation and submitted to drug tests as requested.
Yes, I did.
This first allegation that on July the 15th, 2022, that you tested positive for alcohol, do you recall that visit?
I recall that visit. It was a long waiting, the office there. I went to the store at the corner and I bought a sports drink and some snowballs. Came back, they went to lunch, at the testing facility. I went back, waited for them to call me in. I was standing outside. They had everybody stand outside and proceeded with my drug test.
And did they inform you that you tested positive for alcohol?
No,
Had you consumed any alcohol that day?
no, sir.
Were you, in your opinion, in compliance with the conditions of your probation?
Yes, sir.
How about the following week on July 27th or 22nd rather? They alleged that you tested positive for methamphetamine.
Yeah.
Did they make you aware of that?
They made me aware by the probation officer saying that the judge wanted to speak to me. And at that time I got scared and that's why I didn't go back.
Had you been using drugs at that time?
No.
Had you used drugs in the past?
Yes,
And when was the last time you had used drugs?
certain numbers. I came from California.
So when
I
you
came
were,
in 2010 from California.
had you used since you'd been arrested for the charge that you were placed on probation?
No,
Do you have any explanation how they could come up with a positive test those two times?
well, they're pretty sloppy. They were in test facility that, you give them your sample and they'd be handling very different samples at the same time.
But it's your testimony that you do not believe you would have been positive with either of those testing.
No, sir. No, sir.
I'll pass the witness, Sean.
All right, any questions?
Just a couple, Your Honor, please. You do remember the violation from July 15th, 2022. Even though you weren't made aware, you know that there was an allegation you tested positive for alcohol that day, right?
After the fact, yes.
Yes. So you did go and get tested.
Yes,
You knew about your conditions.
yes,
And then a week later, you tested positive for a different substance, methamphetamine. Right?
yes.
And subsequent to that, you were scared because you knew the judge wanted to speak with you.
In the form that the probation officer told me, that the judge wants to speak to you. And I said, okay. He says, show up at court so and so date. I went and tested after that. I came clean. I tested again after that. And that's when he notified me. I don't have no recollection of whether I was clean or not on the second time.
It's your testimony that subsequent to testing positive on July 22nd, you took another test and that one was clean.
Yes,
Your Honor, the state would ask, dependent on defense's objection, for the court to take judicial notice of the court summary provided by probation.
Any objection to the court?
No objection.
All right, could someone pass me the court summary?
Your Honor, I have one. It does have,
Well, let me ask you this. What's the date on your court summary, please?
it has 8/4/25 at the top.
Okay, yes, I don't have that one.
Maybe, oh, you've got one? Yes, thank
All
you.
right, thank you.
On page 2, Your Honor, at the top, and I'll look with defense. It shows, like what defendant described, a subsequent date, July 29th, 7 days after the positive test. Another positive test for methamphetamine. Did you not know that you tested positive subsequent to this positive test? So this is the first time you're hearing you tested positive again for methamphetamine.
but
Were you scared to go before the judge because you thought she'd know you were doing meth?
I was scared to go in front of the judge because I didn't want to go to prison.
Now, Your Honor, the state has no further questions.
Mr. Sines, when you say you were scared because you didn't want to go to prison, why were you afraid you were gonna go to prison?
The judge had told me that if I was tested positive, that those are my conditions, that I would go to prison.
But do you believe that you should have tested positive in those instances?
No,
Did the fact that the test showed it and you didn't believe you were positive weigh on your mind at all in that determination?
Yeah.
How?
because I know I didn't do any drugs. Where I stay with my wife, some people go, they were doing drugs there. I don't know how it got to me, secondhand smoker or whatever. I don't know how that works, but I know me, myself personally, I didn't touch anything. Sometimes I'd walk outside and go play with the animals, take the dog for a walk or something. And when I heard this judge want to talk to me, it just, I got scared.
That's witness.
Any questions?
No further questions, Your Honor.
All right, what has he done on probation? And what I can tell you, Mr. Sines, is normally, and if you think that I said something different, you can let me know. But normally what I tell people is look, you're on probation. If you violate the conditions of probation, potentially this is what you're looking at as far as range of punishment. I normally tell people, if you think it's going to violate your probation, don't do it. If you think it may be a violation, don't do it. And when I have people coming back to me and I say, come in on a compliance, because this is one of those cases where I said, so he won't have to pay for a bond. We will just do it as a summons and have him come in. And he didn't show. And normally when people are coming in for compliance, it's for the court to figure out what's going on in your life and why are you falling off track and how we can place you back on track. What the court is going to do, the court is finding violations of 2 and 2 true. State, what are you requesting?
Your Honor, the state originally was in line with probation and defense's recommendation for term and sat, but if we are to have the state's motion granted, we would ask for revocation and perhaps the minimum 2 years.
Judge, we would ask that it be terminated on SAT. I don't believe the evidence that here was credible. I understand you finding it true. But there hasn't been any other violations. There hasn't been any other crimes. Mr. Sines was scared because he wasn't doing drugs and he doesn't drink alcohol and couldn't explain, couldn't understand how it could be positive and kind of felt this, the deck was stacked against him and he freaked out. And I don't believe he's a threat to the community. I don't believe he's a person that needs to go to prison. I don't believe that additional probation is going to.
Well, here's my question, and this is what I need to know. Part of what goes into my decision is this. Was he reporting?
Your Honor, the last contact we had with him was August 16th, 2022.
All right, so the last contact they had with him was August of 2022. Then my next question is, was the $60 paid to the Bear County lab for testing?
I don't see that that payment was made, Your Honor.
Was 120 hours of community service restitution completed?
No, Your Honor.
Was proof of employment provided?
I can check our system, Your Honor. That wouldn't be in the court summary.
All right, did you provide to them that you had employment or did you not have employment?
Did not have employment, but I paid for my drug testing every time I went.
All right. So it appears to the court that you haven't done anything on probation. And that's where I am. That's the problem. I know that probation said they were recommending term unsat. You haven't done anything. And that is why I don't think it would be appropriate for me to terminate unsat, because otherwise, then why do we have a probation? He hasn't reported since 2022. Is there a reason for his not reporting since 2022? He hasn't had employment. Why isn't he reporting? And then the court tried to get him back in compliance so this could be all avoided and taken care of, and he didn't show. All right, this is what the court will do. The court is going to find you guilty, revoke, sentence you to 2 years in the prison. I'll give you credit for any time that you've served. Could I have a trial court certification? I don't have one. All right. Oh, just one moment. He just needs to do that for me.
Yes, ma'am, thank you.
Just so it's clear in my records, and are you not revoking?
Thank you.
Thank you for the
Thank you,
clarification.
Mr. Chair.
All right, thank you. You're welcome. All right, Leroy Eugene Smith.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
How you doing, Your Honor?
Doing great. How are you doing?
Both fine.
All right, today is plea deadline date. Is this going to be a jury trial?
It is, Your Honor. We are currently negotiating with the state, but we are not going to be accepting any plea today.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a jury trial date. How long do y'all expect this trial to last?
Very short, Judge. Probably 2 days. Your
All
Honor.
right, this will be 2 days and it will be family violence. All right, October 7th, and I'll make an acknowledgement of discovery signed before you all leave.
Yes, Your Honor. Okay, Judge.
All right, once you receive the reset form, you're excused once you sign it, okay?
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Judge, one other thing I wanted to bring up
Yes,
with Mr. Smith, he's currently on GPS partial.
yes.
We wanted to approach the court about doing GPS tracking only. He's had no violations. He has no criminal history. He does do dialysis and GPS gives him permission for that.
All right.
Is that
Dave,
correct?
do you have any objection to having a tracking only, but just give locations where he's not allowed to be?
We would only because of the nature of the charge being that the victim is a child. We would object and have it asked to have it remain as partial.
So here's my question. Is the child in school?
No, we're talking about an infant.
He's too young for school.
All right, so just where is the child going to be and he's not allowed to be?
And I'm on the northeast side. Well, the
Wait,
child is on.
Here's the thing. This is what I want to know. If the child is at a daycare, then he can't be in the vicinity of the daycare. If the child is at a home, then he can't be on that street or near the home. Is there any objection to that?
To those terms, no.
All right, so if you all will do the order, the court will sign it.
Okay, I'll get that to you, Judge.
Great, thank you.
Honor.
Thank you. I don't know what, I'm sorry, I got that, and I think I got it out of order for you. Sorry. No worries. Thank you. All right, are you all ready on Roman Flores? All right, on this one, they're probably gonna recall it back up. Apolinar Rodriguez. Okay. Anthony Cochran.
Morning. Good morning.
Right. Just one moment. All right, it's plea deadline date.
No, Judge, he pled at the last setting. We're set for PSI today. If you'll remember, the state recommended deferred, but he still wanted to do the full PSI so he could see what
Right, so
programs
we
are
don't
good.
have, let me see if I find that file because it's just a, oh, here it is.
Yeah, he had 2 cases. They're dismissing.
All right, thank you. So he has 2 cases.
Yes, Judge. And
And one is being dismissed.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Here's this.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. And let me just put this in the system. Now, obviously doesn't want to cooperate.
That's,
That's odd, right?
lovely eyes.
All right, the court is calling 2024 CR 2338A, State versus Anthony Cochran. Can I have parties announce?
Jason Garahan for the state, Your Honor.
Meredith Chacon here for Mr. Cochran, Your Honor.
Are you Mr. Cochran?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you entered a plea on June 9th of no contest. According to the plea bargaining agreement, the state is recommending deferred adjudication. Have both parties received the PSI and TAP evaluation?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objection, state?
No, Your Honor.
Defense, any objection?
No, Judge.
All right, any witnesses, state?
No, Your Honor.
Any witnesses, defense?
No, Your Honor.
All right, anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Your Honor, I would like you to follow the plea bargain agreement and grant him the deferred as recommended by the state. He, if you remember, he wanted to do this PSI because he wanted to be able to talk to probation about any programs or things that they would be offering, and so that he could be aware of that before we came before you. He's very motivated. This charge was not, he's not a career criminal, Judge. This was something that really has changed his life. If you'll notice from the TAP, they're not recommending any treatment, but they wanted to do cognitive behavioral therapy, which he's in agreement with doing. He also would like to get his GED and just really has taken this very seriously. So I would just ask that you follow that. There is restitution mentioned. If the court would remember, you heard the trial of the person that actually
Yes.
caused the injuries. My client did not cause those injuries. He was charged as a party. So I would ask that the restitution remain with the person that caused those injuries, Judge, or at least a portion. And I have talked to the prosecutor about that. That's all.
The state's position is that it's joint several, Your Honor.
Yes, and that's the court's understanding as well. All right, I do remember the case because we had a jury trial. All right, so this is what the court is going to do. There's a $2,000 fine that will be probated. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs. Take in consideration 2024 CR 2339C. 5 years deferred adjudication. There's to be no contact with the following persons: Pablo Rodriguez, Salazar, Tina Jimenez, Esperanza Garza, Oscar Del Fiero, Mariano Rendon, Esmeralda Rendon, Matthew Rendon, Richard Campos. Are you currently employed?
Yes, Your Honor.
What do you do?
Work for a painter.
All right. Proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider with minors or as a bouncer. Field visits 1 time per month for 6 months. There should be 200 hours of community service restitution. Those hours will be deemed satisfied if you obtain your GED or if some sort of trade school or higher level of education.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, 100 of those hours will be waived for that. The remaining 100 hours will be waived once you completed anger management. Now, what I can tell you, parties with regards to restitution, the person is saying they believe they have $200,000 in medical bills. So we'll need to have a hearing on that.
Yes, sir.
So there's to be restitution, if any. To Pablo Salazar. And can I have a restitution hearing within 45 days? I think that should give everyone time to exchange medical records. I need a 45-day reset for restitution. All right, that'll be September 18th. Probation, is there anything else that's required? Is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
No, Mayor.
All right, did you review the trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, from here on out, everything that you do, you need to ask yourself, are my actions something that could potentially result in me being revoked? If the answer is yes, don't do it. If the answer is maybe, don't do it. So if there were a motion to revoke file, your range of punishment is up to 20 years in the prison. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, probation will go over conditions with you. If at some point you have an issue and you feel as though probation is not addressing it, you can always come back to the court and we'll see what we can do. All right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Oh, and Meredith on his restitution here, and he can appear by Zoom.
Okay.
Which time are you looking for?
On that, it was dismissed, different.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. All right, hi. All right, just give me 3 minutes. I need to type this in the system. Oh, thank you. No problem. Well, I tell you what, I get nervous because once I start typing things in, my typing teacher would be so upset with me. You know, once you take your hands off the home row keys and start looking down, it's sort of like when you drop something every day, you know, the rest of the day you will drop things.
Yes.
All right, who's here for the interpreter? What case is it?
Oh, sorry, Judge, it's Fatima Melar.
All right, if you all come up, please.
This one.
All right. So where are we on the immigration issues with Mac?
It's been submitted, Judge. I still don't have a letter from immigration. I'll resubmit it.
Okay, all right.
Make sure they follow up.
If for some reason they're not following up, if you would like a private immigration attorney to do that, just let us know.
Yes, Your Honor.
And one can be appointed.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, and then where are we on the CPS records? They've been received?
I was talking to Ashley, Judge, on this discovery update issue. She's in the process of giving me the CPS records, and I think maybe 2 or 3 more medical records. But other than that, I have everything except for those 3 documents.
All right, so this is going to be the last date for discovery, and state on this date, you need to be prepared to tender an offer.
Sure.
Ms. Ferguson, I need a 45-day reset. And this is for the state to tender an offer and for discovery. All right, September 18th, is that good for you, counsel?
It is, Your Honor.
All right, so we will be back on September 18th. That will be to make sure your attorney has all of the discovery. And at that time, the state will tender an offer to you. And then after that date, I will set a plea deadline date. All right, any questions? No. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
May I be excused? Yes, thank you.
My pleasure.
Deputy Laura, I don't know what's going on. Everybody's congested. I'm
It is true.
a little congested.
I feel a little bit congested.
That's why I was taking a cough drop here, hoping the methanol will loosen things up. All right, who's here on Leroy Smith? No, we haven't taken care of this one. We did? Well, why do I have this document before me?
One thing I turned in just so this very often request.
All right, can I see, is there more than one file on Leroy Smith? Thank you, because I only have this one. And I know I gave a date to him and he was supposed to file a motion, but has that been filed or no? Okay, thanks. Joe Ramos? Hello, where's Mr. Ramos? Come up. All right, today's plea deadline date.
Yes, John, do you want to talk?
Oh, no, Judge, I'm filling in for Andrea Crespo. I did communicate with her about the type of offer. She did tell me that she apologized that she has not extended an offer to defense. My understanding is defense has given her several items to consider in formulating an offer, but Andrea says that she has yet to make one.
No, it says here in the notes that on July 14th, I extended the plea deadline date to July 28th. Then I extended the plea deadline date further today.
And Judge, I guess what I can do is I can extend an offer to defense. Just what I relayed is just what the attorney had told me.
She told me the same thing. I know she was in trial last week, but we don't have an offer. She said she's still going through the mitigation that we provided and said she apologized and said she just doesn't have an offer for me yet.
All right, so August 7th is gonna be your final plea deadline date. No further extensions.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I will get one, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Is my client to be here, Your Honor?
He can appear by Zoom. All right, Val Duck View. All right, this one moment. All right, today's plea deadline date. So is he requesting a jury trial?
Yes, Your Honor, we would ask the court though to yield us the opportunity to put that offer on the record in a way that the court feels appropriate and to make sure that, I'd like to have on the record that he understands what
All right. So, Mr. Vu, am I pronouncing your last name correctly?
Yes.
All right. Do you want a jury trial or a bench trial? If you come to me for a bench trial, what I can tell you, if the state proves its case beyond a reasonable doubt, I'm going to find you guilty. If they don't prove it, I'm going to find you not guilty. So, jury trial or bench trial?
Jury's bench first, and then if not, then reset it and then go to jury's trial after that.
No, that's not how it works. So you have to make a choice if you want a bench trial. Basically, what a bench trial is, the state will call witnesses, but I will be the person making the decision on whether you're guilty or not guilty. A jury trial, 12 people will sit in the box, the state will call witnesses, and they will make the decision on whether you're guilty or not guilty. So, do you want a bench trial or jury trial? Or who knows? Maybe you want a hybrid. Maybe you want to come to me on one case for a bench trial and maybe go to another for a jury trial. Is that that's what you want?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Which case would you like a bench trial on? There's criminal mischief, attempting to take a weapon away from an officer, and assault on a peace officer or judge.
Your Honor, is it possible? Think getting the interpreter, I do believe he understands everything that we're saying. And he's communicated it, but I don't know that he's communicated it. To where we'd be careful, where we'd be comfortable with them going to felony trial. So that's one thing, just with an interpreter.
All right, so what's the language?
Something to me.
We'll be able to get
Yeah,
it.
and then in terms of his trials though, Judge, I don't think they would take that long. I do believe all of these are in one indictment. I think it's three
Well,
counts in one indictment.
They're all from the same incident,
Yes, so,
but it's three separate indictments.
so that's correct. I'm sorry. I guess it wouldn't. I can't say that there's video evidence associated with all three incidents, and so I don't know that they would take, either of them would take any longer than the time it would take to prove the video.
Go to jury trial or bench trial?
In terms of, now that's what we talked about, if you want to go to the judge or to a jury. You had mentioned a jury before, but
do a jury trial? And how long you think this trial will last?
2 to 3 days, Your Honor. That's including board.
All right, 2 to 3 days. And Norma, let them know we'll need a Vietnamese translator.
Is this on every, are we referring right now just to the criminal mischief or a trial for all three? Or, I mean,
The state's position, we would be able to try each of the cases together, although if defense wants them separate, of course, it's up to y'all.
All right, so just let me know beforehand. All right, what date?
If I can do the November 12th.
We can't do something sooner than, oh, you all have other cases that are capital murder cases and murder cases. All right. Right, so you say November 12th? All right, make sure there's a translator here. All right, and counsel, if you'll do an acknowledgement of, I think an acknowledgement discovery has already been
Yes, Your Honor.
completed.
or is there one of them?
Yes, there should be. Hi. Welcome. All right, who's here on John Hughes?
President.
Yes. Why's your client late?
He had car problems, Your Honor, but he notified me, I notified Norma as quickly as I could.
Nobody notified me.
My apologies, Judge, I don't have your cell phone number.
No, but I'm saying if you notified the staff, nobody from the staff notified me that he had car problems. All right, so
My apologies.
no problem, no need for you to apologize. You notified, but it didn't come to me. All right. Today's plea deadline date.
Just we confer with the state on this. We're asking for whether we're asking for one more additional plea deadline date. The state is going to check with Live Oak TV to determine if there's one video that might exist or not exist. We have a lot of rear cameras as far as like the back seats go. The allegation here is that there was an out license plate light. So given the fact that we have rear seat cameras, I'm hoping that there was a front facing dash camera so we can determine whether or not the stop was valid at all. State has agreed to look into this and they're okay with extending the deadline if the court is.
All right. August 7th.
Perfect. Thanks, Judge.
All right, once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Will do, Judge. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day. Wait.
Mejia, sorry, Gamaro, Mejia, Ortega. You never know where a day is going to take you, do you?
It's been interesting.
Yeah,
You're dating yourself with Ernest T. Bass.
I am telling
For
you.
those of us that know that.
Yes. There are some teachable moments in that.
Most of the time when we say that, people just go,
Oh, yeah.
Judge, on this one, this was a plea bargain deadline. I was gonna ask the court for another plea bargain deadline. My father died the week after we were set. I haven't had a chance to look at the videos that I needed to. The state has the interview videos that I was supposed to look at. I just haven't had an opportunity to do it.
Your dad was such a great guy.
He was a cantankerous.
He
Yeah.
was. Virginia would tell me
Yeah.
he's cantankerous.
Yeah, it kind of runs in the family.
Yeah. And she told me the love story between your dad and your mom,
Oh, yeah.
which I find so romantic and hilarious at the same time.
Tell you about them going to the holding cell in the jail in New Orleans.
Yes.
All the doctors got arrested.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that is just such a great love story. Your mom, the nurse, your dad, the doctor.
Yeah.
And what happens in New Orleans stays in New Orleans.
Well, apparently not. He was a hoot.
Yeah, he was. All right, so we'll set this for your final plea deadline date in September.
That'd be perfect. Thank you, Judge. I'll
You're
get all this stuff done.
All right, what date, Norma? Just a plea deadline date, put it in September. Counsel, are you available the week? Norma, is the week of the 15th open or no? The week of September 15th?
Yes, can we do the 17th? It's a Wednesday?
No, it'd have to be a Monday, a Tuesday, or Thursday.
Thursday, please.
All right, Norma, if you'll put it for the 18th.
All right, thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. Who's here on Apolinar Rodriguez?
We are.
Thank you. And after that, it will be. Okay, that one's done. After that, it will be Pocoro Rodriguez. All right, court is calling 2025 CR 0011769, State versus Apolinar Rodriguez. Can I have parties announced?
Duffy Pitlock for the state of Texas, Your Honor.
Attorney Bill Simmons for defense.
And are you Mr. Rodriguez? Counsel, are there applications in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, probation, this is an application. Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Apolinar, did you review the application for community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it? You need to speak up.
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor, we are.
Mr. Rodriguez, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
You're charged with an unlawful possession of a firearm by a felon. That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Rodriguez, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 6 years in the prison. There's no application for deferred adjudication. The state recommends community supervision. They will take in consideration night mag number 744030. There's to be restitution of $60 to the Bear County lab for testing and night mag number and the night mag number 744030. There's to be a judgment satisfied with the plea bargain agreement in 2025 CC 009013. There's to be no contact with Christian Rivas, a TAP evaluation and follow all recommendations. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your community supervision be for a term of 8 years. There be 200 hours community service restitution and anger management. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations? Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State, any evidence?
State offers State's Exhibit 1 and all attachments, Your Honor.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, state, you may be excused.
Thank you, Judge.
Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry, state. Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent? You need to speak up.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there will be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence State's Exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. All right, proceeding with sentencing.
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
We would just pray that the court follow the plea agreement as negotiated with the state.
All right. All right, do you understand you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition? Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so in the police report, not only do you tell them that the weapon is yours, you want to make sure your name is down so that you can collect that weapon. You're not getting that weapon back. You understand? All right, are you employed?
No, ma'am.
When's the last time you had employment?
Before I got arrested, I was working for a moving company, Lumpy,
Mm-hmm. Doing what?
movies. Movie.
Oh, yes.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And how long were you, oh, and state, you may be excused. How long were you employed at that?
I was working for like 3 years with it was my aunt, but she had like her own company, but then I started working Lumpy, like by myself. Like where we get on Facebook and they will need people to pull up at a job and do the job.
Okay.
And that's what I was doing. But now I'm thinking about getting another job that I'm already like looking into.
All right, do you have any children?
Yes, ma'am.
What are their ages?
4 months and 1.5 years.
And do they live with you?
Yes, ma'am. I have 5 step kids.
So what's that total number?
7.
7?
Yes.
And 7 live with you?
Yes.
Okay. How far did you go in school?
To 10th grade.
Why did you drop out?
It's a lot of nonsense.
All right, so what are you planning on doing with the rest of your life?
I want to get my GED, get a good job, or a job for now, and then work my way to a better job.
All right, how often had you been using?
For a couple years.
All right, so here's the thing. When you have young children, you cannot use marijuana. You cannot have these people that you were with around your children. You're supposed to be setting examples for them. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, you've had a rocky start to begin with because you're a felon. So that means you have a past, right?
Yes, ma'am.
That's not good. And now you're a felon in possession of a weapon. So you're gonna have to change your ways. Otherwise, you're gonna end up at the prison. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, who is Raymond Rene Perez to you?
He was a friend.
He was what?
He was my friend.
Okay. And who is Ivani Marlene Velasco Viramontes?
That's my wife.
That's your wife?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so where were the children while you were all out driving around?
We were not driving. We were working at the smoke shop where they went. We were at work.
Mhm. Well, why are you driving? Well, why do you have marijuana in your vehicle and a gun in your vehicle? And you have all these children with all these different ages, range of ages, who could get that weapon and end up killing you or killing one of the siblings. Now, if your house were searched today, are there going to be guns there? All right, because I require field visits, and so probation is going to do field visits at your home. And you had better make sure everything is that it should be. Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
you
He
say,
didn't have anything, Judge. She's
No.
just listening to you.
Sorry.
okay. All right. There's going to be 6 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 8 years, regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, take in consideration NIMAC number 744030, restitution of $60 to Bear County Laboratory for testing in NIMAC number 744030. There's to be a judgment satisfied in 2025 CC 009013. There's to be no contact with Raymond Rene Perez. There's to be a TAP evaluation out of custody. You need to make sure you make that appointment. If you do not, a warrant's going to be issued for your arrest and a motion to revoke will be filed. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
There's going to be field visits 1 time per month until further notice. There's going to be 200 hours of community service restitution. 100 of those hours will be deducted once parenting classes are completed. The remaining 100 hours will be deducted if he obtains his GED or some type of trade school. And there's going to be 30 sober meetings in 30 days. And there's to be proof of employment within 30 days. No employment as a home healthcare provider or with minors, and no employment at vape shops or smoke shops. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And there's to be no contact with Christian Rivas. Probation, is there anything else he needs?
Oh, yeah.
Is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
No, ma'am.
Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. You have a lot of children. Doesn't matter, stepchildren, biological children, you've taken on the responsibility to be the father to all children. You understand?
Mhm.
So you're gonna have to get your life together because the 3-month-old can't take care of themselves, right? And the other children can't take care of themselves. You can't send them to Travis Park and say, good luck to you, because they can't get employment. They're dependent on you, and the decisions you make, you're making for them. So when you decide to ride around in a vehicle with a gun, you're bringing them along for the ride. When you're using marijuana, you're bringing them along to use marijuana. You understand? And your young children, when you come into the house, if you're smelling like marijuana, that's impacting their health. Your children are still developing physically and mentally, and do you want them to have the best start they could possibly have? Do you want them to ever have any trouble and be involved in criminal activity? So you're the person that they're looking up to. And if they see you doing this, they're going to think it's okay to do it. You understand? And if your wife doesn't want to get with the program and stop using, then you're going to have to choose your children over her. You understand?
Yes,
Probation is going to be coming out to your house every month. When they come out, you need to let them in. You understand? If there is something that you feel you need that probation is not providing, you can always come back to the court and we'll see what we can do. All right, good luck to you, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And also, Your Honor, you can always come back and refer to address that other issue we talked about, so it's in terms of the length, okay? Yes, we'll put on the record, yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank
Be
you.
excused, Your Honor.
Yes, thank you. Yes.
This is an on docket case.
All right.
Morning, Judge.
Good morning. All right, just give me one moment. Let me put this in my system real quick.
No rush.
Come on.
Perfect.
Used to very stage.
Where I got. Yeah.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. All right, Procuro Daniel Rodriguez. Good morning. How are you doing today?
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning. Are you here on Procuro Rodriguez?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, today is for pretrial diversion. Has everything been filed?
Yes, he's been accepted, and my client said he's spoken to them by phone already.
Okay. All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a PTD date. All right, so we'll come back on September 8th. Once you sign the reset form, you'll be excused. Thank you for dressing appropriately for court.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Oh, you too. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
Yes.
Thanks.
All right, David Guerra. Is he on bond or in custody? All right. Hello, Mr. Guerra. All right, Mr. Guerra, your attorney, we're being told, is out ill. So we're gonna reset you for 3 weeks, okay? All right, I need a 3-week reset.
Thank you.
Oh, just 1 second.
Oh,
We're gonna get a date for you. All right, once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Thank you.
And thank you for dressing appropriately for court.
Thank
Roxanne Gonzalez.
Morning, Judge.
Good morning.
She should be on Zoom.
I'm just waiting for her to appear.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, just give me a moment.
Okay.
All right, today's plea deadline date.
Judge, we had been waiting on some blood discovery evidence. This is my first day back from vacation, but last night I looked on the discovery portal and it hadn't been uploaded yet. I've been talking to Mr. Garahan about it. I think he's currently looking for it. But he also made me a new offer today, Judge. He kind of changed the last offer. I'm requesting the court to reset for one more pretrial deadline for my client to consider that offer, also for me to review the blood evidence.
Right, so the court shows that blood discovery has been waiting for October. I'm sorry, since February 2025 that we've been waiting for blood discovery. So this will be the final setting for plea deadline date. There will be no further settings. And if blood discovery is not in, then subpoena whoever needs to be here to address that issue. All right, Ms. Ferguson, if you'll put this for the end of August. All right, 25th.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. All right, we'll see you on August 25th, and you need to be in court. All right,
Yes,
thank you.
ma'am. Okay.
All right, who's here on Gerson Rios? Is that on the docket today? All right, it's on the docket today?
Yes.
Okay, yes. Okay, all right, thank you. Who's here on Roman Flores?
Judge, I'm present on him.
All right. All right, so does he want a jury trial?
No, Judge, he's accepted a plea agreement.
Okay.
We're working on the paperwork.
Okay,
My problem is I've got to be in a dental chair at 2 o'clock. And I know the court takes a lunch break.
oh no, just just go ahead and do the paperwork and we'll figure it out.
Okay, thanks, Judge.
Thank you.
Look at paperwork right now.
All right, and did we complete Meredith's client, Miguel Velez? Ah, thank you. I don't have that in here. On what case? Oh. All right, Gerson Rios.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning. How's it going?
Good, and you, Judge?
All right. Are we going to see you this afternoon or will it be someone else?
We're gonna be rotating, Judge.
Okay. I'll try not to have us at 5:30.
Then I'll be here.
All right. All right. So discovery, where are we?
I believe we have everything, Judge, that we need.
Okay. State on this case, I'll need an acknowledgement of discovery done.
Yes, sir.
And has the state tendered an offer or no?
No.
All right, Norma, I need a 30-day reset. All right, state on this case on September 9th, you'll need to tender an offer. And then there will be a, how old are you, sir?
36.
All right, then there's going to be a quick turnaround for a plea deadline date. All right, once you sign the acknowledgement of discovery, you're excused. Is there anything else that needs to be addressed?
No.
All right, do you have any questions?
No,
No, everything's fine. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
thank you.
All right, thanks.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes. Sure, no problem. The way this judge asked me to go back and update her, as they're holding her on the bus. All right, just give me one moment. Let me put this in the system. Welcome. Is there anything else holding her?
No, she's in the box in County Court 5 right now, so as soon as this is processed, she'll be released.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Judge.
Thank you. That's a weird sound. All right, is there anyone else?
Judge, we have Mr. Austin Young here today.
I'm sorry, who?
Austin Young, there was a judge's warrant issued on it last week, and I went to address the court, and he was in custody. We'd bring him over today.
Okay.
So I don't know if we're just going to address the warrant, or he missed his MTR date. I don't know if we'll address the MTR as well, but what's the court's
Well, if
preference?
we can do that at a break during our trial, because it's new. And so we're gonna go and recess so that everybody can get their break, and then if we can do it during a break
Sure.
in the trial.
Okay.
All right, thank you. All right, everyone, we're gonna go on recess.